Yes, guys, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. I will start recording. Yeah, yeah, good afternoon, Dinesh and Shazi and Rahul. It's been a long time. I thought of like that. So, hope you did not forget the concepts which we have discussed so far, right? Good afternoon, Pranav. Yes or no? We have discussed a lot of concepts in the second unit and one concept in the first unit, that is default arguments. And today I just want to cover one more concept from the unit 1, that is the last concept maybe, that is inline functions. And also, we, as the time permits, we also going to discuss the const in C++. Okay, today we are going to discuss two concepts. One is inline functions and also
If
const
you're using
in
hacking
C++. Yes or no? Okay. Um, I'll share my screen. Yeah, guys, let me open this. Yeah. Guys, listen carefully. Listen carefully. What is inline means? What is inline means? I just want to tell you guys. Whenever we call any function, whenever we call any function, what are all the things will happen? Do you know the flow of the function call? Do you know the flow? What is happening really inside whenever we call any function? Do you know that? Anybody? Do you know that? Anybody? Anybody? Shall I ask this? Yes or no? Are you there, everybody? Are you there, anybody? Not everybody. I am not expecting everybody, but at least somebody. Yes? Is my voice audible? Yes. Okay. So, okay. I hope you might have not much aware of that. Of course, suppose when a program executes any function call instruction, listen carefully. The first and foremost thing is the CPU stores the memory address of the caller function. I hope everybody have an idea that what is the caller function and what is the calling. What is the caller and what is the calling? I hope everybody, I hope so. Yes? Okay. What is the caller function? In the main method, whichever the method we are able to, suppose here in this program, I hope everybody can able to look at this program. This is the caller. Yes or no? This is the caller. Cube of 3, the method is the calling method, and it is a called method. The highlighted part which I have highlighted on the screen, it is a called method or calling. I can say calling. And here it is from the main, I can say it as calling method. Okay, right, or caller method. Okay, fine. So as it is a caller, the first and foremost thing, whenever a caller function be called, then what is going to happen is the CPU stores the memory address of the function. Why I am discussing all these things, I will let you know in a couple of seconds. I will let you know in the next couple of seconds, but please listen to me carefully. So the first thing, the CPU stores memory address of the caller function, and if it is having any arguments, Suppose here in our program it is having as one argument, that is 3. If any function, any caller function is having arguments, I hope everybody is listening. It copies the arguments of that function on the stack. This is number 2. Number 3, it transfers the control. It transfers the control from here to here, from caller to callee. The CPU transfers the control from caller to callee, and it executes the program, and it executes the entire program, and whatever the written value it is having, whatever the written value after executing the program, then it will store that written address, a written value in some registers or in some memory address, and then it comes back to its caller. With that written value, it comes back to its caller. Did you understand, everybody? Did you understand what is the process of the from caller to callee, everybody? Is it clear? Yes? Yeah. Okay. So this is the story, this is the process, this is the process is going to be happen whenever I call any function in my program. So one thing is, suppose whatever the function I am calling, whatever the function I am calling is such a small function, it is such a small function, that is the time of the function, the time of the time is taking to execute that function is less than the switching time from the caller function to the callee function. I repeat, if the execution time is less than the switching time from the caller function to called function, then it would be a overhead. Yes or no? That is what I meant. That is what is my what I am trying to say is, whatever the function I am calling, the time is taking to execute this function is very less when compared to the switching time between the caller function to the callee function. Then there is no point of switching from caller to callee many times. Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is the problem we are going to face every time whenever not problem, that means inefficiency or time taking process. Yes or no? Yes or no? To increase this, to have a solution for this problem, the solution for this problem is inline. The solution for this problem is inline. What is happening when I declare that function, that method as inline? I'll tell you. Did you understand what I'm saying? Why? What is the problem over there? Did everybody understand? What is the problem? The execution of the function is less than the switching time from the caller to the callee. Then it would be a overhead in case of very small functions. Then the solution is, for that type of methods, the solution is declaring those type of methods as inline. Understood, everybody, till now? How many of you understand? How many of you? Yes, no? Yes. Good, Bhavana and Shazi. Thank you. Thanks for your response. And what is happening when I say inline? What is going to happen is, whenever I declare such one small function as inline, what is going to happen is, this entire code, sorry, wait a minute. This entire code is going to be replaced at this point of time. Please look at my cursor and the parts which I am highlighting. Please do carefully observe. Understood? Whenever I declare any function as inline, this entire code is to be copied or substituted in this part itself, in that line itself. That is called inline. Understood? Now, whenever I call cube, as it is, whenever I call cube of 3, as it is inline function, what is happened? The entire code has to be copied over here so that there won't be any switching from caller to callee. Yes or no? There won't be any switching time from caller to callee, so that efficiency may be increased in in this type of inline function, in this type of concept. Okay, efficiency will be increased. Understood, everybody? Did you understand till now? Did you understand what is inline? Inline means substituting the entire code at that line of column. That is called inline. So there won't be any switching between caller to callee. Everybody, I need some more responses. Looking at your chat box, students. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. But I just want to tell you some of the circumstances in which I can, that inline may not happen. Understood? Yeah, Bindu. Good. Rahul, good students. Okay, what is happening is just inline is a request to the compiler, but it is not a command. Inline is a just request to the compiler. It's not a command. Okay. So why I'm saying is, suppose the function which I declared as inline is having any loops or any static variables or any recursive methods, that inline is not going to be taken care by the compiler. Understood, everybody? If that is this complex program, if the program is complex in such a way that it is having any loops or static variables or any recursive functionality, then that inline won't be considered by the compiler. Understood, everybody? Understood? Yes or no? Please let me know. Yes, thank you. Yes, that is the thing we are going to we are going to understand in this inline function. And shall I execute this? What is the cube of 3? What is the output? What output will be getting? Yes. Exactly. 27, right? All right, students. Thank you so much. Now I just want to open one more program. Please stay with me. Huh. This is what? Yeah, guys, listen carefully. One more point I just want to add here. Actually, whenever suppose there is a class. Suppose there is a class. In that class, I have a method. I have a method square. In that class, I have a method square. If I want to define then and there itself, I just want to define this square method in this class within the class scope. What does it mean is that function, that square method is implicitly, automatically, it is inline. The method which I defined within the scope of the class is implicitly, it is inline function. You need not say again inline. Understood, everybody? Everybody? Yes? Yes. Anisha and Bhavna. Yeah. Yeah, Bhavna. Thank you. So, I need not say again inline. Okay. I need not say again inline. Yes or no? I need not say this. Because it is redundant thing. It is the redundant. So, this won't, we cannot do this. Okay. Understood? Now, I hope everybody understood this. The methods which I have defined within the class scope are automatically, they are by default inline functions. You need not declare once again. Yes, good. Good boys and girls too. Yeah. What is this? In this program, I just want to introduce the syntax, the exact syntax of the how, if I want to define the method outside of the class scope, how it would be. This is how it would be. This is how I need to write. Wait a minute. This is how I need to I need to give the prototype of this method. Yes or no? See, here just a definition. Just I declare the method. Just I declare the method. I ended up with the semicolon. Now I just want to provide the body for that. How I can do is, I just want to make that as inline. I need to use inline, inline, and return type, and name of the class, scope resolution operator, and method and the arguments which I have already given. Understood everybody? Inline. Please everybody say along with me. Of course, I may not listen your voice, but I can feel that you are responding along with me. Okay. Inline, return type, name of the class, scope resolution operator, method name, and the arguments if it is having. Yes, everybody understood this? Did everybody understand this? Yes. Yes, Anisha. Anisha is active today. Good, good students. Thank you. Now, I just want to move to my next program. That is, ah, okay. I hope this is the task we are going to do this. So no need to discuss this. I'll tell you what is the task at the last. Ah, see this. Look at this. Look at the function body, how it is. The only one single statement I am having in that inline statement, inline method. Understand? Yes or no? So what statement I am having in this show method? I'm just printing some value. I'm just printing some value. It is having some output statement. Yes or no? The show method is having one single statement, that is output statement. Listen guys, do you know whether you aware of it or not? I don't know actually. Whenever we deal with our input output things, whenever we deal with any inputs and outputs, it is the task which is the which is the most time taking process in this program environment. Did everybody understand what I'm saying? Whenever I'm trying to take the input, when I'm trying to print the output on the monitor, these two tasks are the most time taken process more than anything, because I need to wait until the I need to wait until the user has to give the input. Yes or no? So this is the time taking process. In that time taking process, in such situations, I need not say it is an inline method. Yes or no? Our intention of in the inline method is what? To improve the efficiency. Yes or no? To improve the efficiency in terms of time. But if my task is related to time which is taking much time, then there is no point of making my method as line. Are you with me guys? Are you with me? Is this point reachable to you? Yes? Yes. Okay. Fine. That's it. That is the some of the main concepts related to, yeah, Pranav. Only for input. Not only for input, input and also output shall be. Whenever my method is dealing with any input output task, so that as they are input output tasks, they obviously they'll take more time than any task. Obviously they'll take more time than switching the time between caller to the callee. Yes or no? So it is not preserving the concept of inline over there. Understood? Did you get my point? So that it is not necessary, yes or no? It is not necessary to make such type of methods as inline. Pranav understood? Pranav, yeah. Good Pranav. Right. So this is the story regarding inline. And whenever I define any method within the class scope, it is obviously by default it is inline. You need not declare once again as inline. That's it. Understood? Okay. Now we are moving towards const in C++. We are moving towards const, which is very important topic. Very important topic actually. What is const, guys? What is const? Do you have anything const in C? Do you have anything const? CONST? Yes or no? Yes or no? What if I? What is const? What does it mean? What does it? Do you have any? Which cannot be changed. Exactly. Exactly, Rahul. Yes. So whenever I declare any variable as constant, then what does it mean? That variable cannot be modified, cannot be changed. Understood, everybody? So it would be a constant. So I need not say, I cannot say this I as a variable also. In constant I cannot say I as variable. Variable means what? Varies. The value may vary. Yes or no? So just it is an I. So I am declaring I as constant so that one rule is you must give you must assign a value then and there itself at the time of declaration. Do you know that? Do you know that rule? Students, do you know that rule? Whenever I make any variable as constant, you need to provide a value then and there itself at the time of declaration. That is one of the rule you need to remember. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right. I can even I can even increment that value then and there itself also in that at that point of time also. Is that okay? Can I say I plus 10? I'm declaring one more variable, that is j as constant. Now I'm saying I plus 10. Is it okay? Is it okay? Yes or no? Yes, because I am assigning this to again what? I am assigning this to again what? Constant. So that the compiler is happy. Of course, I am assigning that value to one more constant. So this value may not be is not going to be changed in throughout the program. So that is the case in the second statement. And what if I do this? What if I do this? Is this work? Is this legal? It would be error, no? Yes, exactly, Sanjana and Rahul and Shazi and Obedullah. Thank you so much for your responses. That it won't happen. That is, I am not allowed to increment or decrement or modify the any constant variable. Yes or no? Constant, constant. That's it. Shall I execute? I just want to see these many errors we have actually. What are all the errors? What are the errors we got? Yes. What is this? Ah, this is the actual error. This is the actual error. Please look at this. Yes, I didn't look at you, Sanjana. Thank you. Thanks for reminding. Increment of read-only variable I. Actually, I is what? Whenever I declare I as constant, then it is only a read-only variable. It cannot be allowed to write once again or modify once again. Yes, that's the case. Yes, good. Oh, I might have not print that. Okay, fine. Not a problem. Next program, that is, please do listen carefully. These are very important concepts. This is just a variable. Already you have an idea. The first program you have already an idea. Yes or no? Now, this program is about constant methods. Constant methods. The previous program we have looked about constant variable, but the second program we are talking about is constant method. See, whenever actually in what cases we are going to make any method as constant is, suppose I just want to I don't want to modify my object. I don't want to modify anything in my object, then I'll make that method as constant. That is, it is going to stop any accidental changes happens to my object. That will be stopped by using this type of concept. Understood, everybody? I repeat, don't worry. See, const is recommended to use, the const keyword is recommended to use in such situations like whenever any accidental, we hope maybe any accidental modifications will be happen to our object, then we will declare that method as const. Understand? Suppose any method in a const చేశాను అంటే what does it mean? This method won't change your state of an object. This method promises that I won't change the state of the object. Understand? Is it okay, everybody? Are you with me, guys? Are you with me? Are you with me? Yes, no? Suppose by what I have called this method? T dot value. Yes or no? There is a class test. I just declared an object T. Now with that object I am calling get value method. So as I declared get value method as constant, what does it mean is the object which I have used to call this get value method, that object it won't touch. This method won't touch its properties or attributes or anything. It cannot modify. It will not modify. Understand, everybody? Everybody? Generally what we are having some accessor methods, and we have some accessor methods, no? I already told you what are accessor methods. Accessor methods mean setter methods, getter methods. Yes or no? Did you remember? Did you remember setter methods and getter methods? Setter methods are for what? For what reason we need to use setter methods? My question is, setter methods, that means accessor methods are setter methods and getter methods. To set values. And getter methods are for to get the values, to retrieve that value. Yes or no? To return that values from that. Yes, exactly, friends. So what happens is, actually setter methods are to set the values, but getter methods are having the only one objective to get that value, whatever the value already been set. Now, so that whenever there may be any accidental changes like this, suppose again the value I just somehow some programmer by mistakenly, accidentally, he might have changed this, but actually that won't require. He might have changed this. Then if I do also, whenever I declare that method as constant, that then it will shout at you. That means it will give you an error. So that then the programmer will understand, oh god, that method, from that method I cannot change anything. Yes or no? That sense the programmer will get because of this constant. This will give you an awareness to the programmer that it is only readable. That it is only readable, not for the writing or modifying or the change. Understand? Did you understand what I am saying? Did everybody understand what I am saying? Guys, are you with me, please? Yes. Shazvi and Pranav and the remaining? Rahul, good. Right. Thank you, guys. And please do observe what I'm having. I'm having one constructor to set the value. That is to initialize the one and only attribute I'm having. Yes or no? And why did I give this? Did you remember the concept? Why did I give this? Exactly. Exactly. I'm happy that you remember this thing. Good, Shadu. That is, it is a default value, because whenever I miss this value, even at the time of declaration, object creation, It won't give you any error. Yes or no? I hope everybody I hope everybody know this. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Right? Right? Right. Good. Good. Thank you. So that is the case. I just, for my convenience, I have used this default thing. Okay. Now I have only one method, get value. Whatever the value I have assigned through the constructor, I just want to return that value, but I don't want this. I'll tell you later. Okay. Okay. Now look at this. There is an object which is a normal object. I can able to call this constant method through this normal object. It is fine. I'll execute this. An object, a normal object can able to call the constant object. Right? Compile. Now the value is 20 automatically. Everybody knows. Whenever I say this, whenever I uncomment this, what is going to happen? Which error you are expecting? Already I have given that error. What error? What error? Read only. Yes, exactly. Good. Read only error you'll be getting. Exactly, Rahul. Good. Oh, sorry. What I have done? This only, right? The same thing. Test value is only read only object, because the object which you are calling this method is only, now it is read only object. It won't be available for modification. Yes or no? That's it. That is, I hope everybody understand this program. This program objective is to introduce the constant method, and through that constant method, what promise I am giving to the object, that it won't modify the properties or attributes of the object. I hope everybody, is this point reachable to everyone? Is this point understood by everyone? Yes, right, good. Now my next thing is, yes, now something somewhat which is more uh, important, that is, listen carefully, guys, listen very carefully. How here till here it is same, the program till here it is same, so you need not look at that, you need not bother about that. I'll comment this. Okay, now look at these things, look at these things. Okay, okay. Now, now I'll just remove this as I'll just make this as normal method. I'll just make this as normal method. Get value as a normal method. It's no more a constant method. Remember, guys. Now, are you expecting an error? Are you expecting output? Output. Surprisingly, Rahul, I just want to show you an error. I just want to show you an error. This error, I really require this. Because, listen carefully, what type of object is my D? What type of object is my D? D is what type of object? Constant object. Please do observe this. This is a constant object. D is a constant object. As this is a constant object, I cannot call the non-constant method on a constant object. I repeat. See, here some confusing terms will be you will be getting. So please do very concentrate. Please concentrate very much on this. I cannot I cannot call the non-constant method on the constant object. That is, constant object only can call the constant method. Number one. This is number one. Point number one. Did everybody understand this? Did everybody understand point number one? Yes or no? Yes. That's fine. Now, I'll make this as constant. I'll make this as constant. Again, I'll execute once again. Please look at this. Now it's compiled. There is no error. But one more second point I'm going to tell you guys. What is D1? What type of object is this? D1 is what type of object? Is it a constant? Ah, yes. Non-constant object. I step back, guys. I'll step back. I'll step back. Step back means I am just coming over here because why it is getting. Actually, I did not do any modifications to my program, my object. Did you observe that? In this method, actually I did not do any modifications, but still it is not allowing that constant object cannot call the non-constant method. Yes or no? That is, the compiler cannot get the assurance from the get value method. In future, it may change its object properties. Yes or no? In future. Now it is not doing, but in future it may or may not. Yes or no? That is the reason. That is the reason this constant object cannot. It won't take chance to call the non-constant methods. I hope everybody. I just take my step back to tell this point. Okay. Now, what is D1? What is D1? D1 is non-constant object. A non-constant. Now, what type of method is my get value method? What type of method it is? Constant method. Yes or no? That is, now I'll execute. It's a flawless because it's compiled very nicely. That is, second point is a non-constant object can call the constant method. A non-constant object can call the constant method. There is no problem at all. Understand? Because whatever the constant things will be taken care of this method. So there is no point of D1 to raise any error. Understood? Did everybody understand point number 2? Point number 2. Yes, no? Right, right. Thank you. Now, what I want to discuss one more is, wait a minute. I just want to tell one more thing, that is, one more thing is, non-constant member function can call both, even constant member functions, non-constant member functions. I hope everybody understands this. That is self-explanatory. Yes or no? Yes or no? A non-constant object, that is D1, can able to call the constant method and also a non-constant method without any doubt. Yes or no? Right? Yes, guys. Guys, did everybody understand what I'm saying? I already told you 2 points. What is the first point? Point number 1. Guys, are you hearing any more noises? Any noises other than my okay. Okay. It's okay. Fine. So what is point number 1? I just want to hear from you guys. Whoever understand point number 1. Constant object cannot call non-constant method. Super. Sanjana is ready with her answer. Point number 1. I'll give you one more minute. Yes or no? This is the first point. What is point number 2? Point number 2. Point number 2. Non-constant object can call both constant and non-constant methods. Yes. Yes, super. Very good. Very good. Now, but anyhow, somehow in real time, I just want to modify this. I just want to modify my attribute of this class. in future somehow there is a requirement for me, there is a requirement for me to modify, to change this value within the context of const. ah, yes or no? Obviously it is going to give you error, but there is a small flexibility. I can do this, I can do this. If I run this, I'm getting error, no? I'm getting error, obviously. I'll do one magic. Guys, I'll do one thing. Please look at this carefully. What is this? I just declare my value as mutable. I just declare my value as mutable. Now I'll execute. What happens now? Did I get any error? Did I get any error? No, right? That is the case. Actually, what happens is whenever I declare any variable, suppose in my class there are 10 attributes. Some of the attributes I need not keep any restriction in any constant member functions. It won't be changed. There is no restriction on those particular attributes. Then what I can say? I can say simply mutable, so that whatever the variables can declare as mutable, that variables, that attributes I can able to modify even in the constant member functions, even in the constant member functions. Understand, everybody? Did everybody understand this? Yes or no? Yes. Good. Right. Now, very important thing, constant pointers now. Constant pointer. Look at this here. Look at this. This is pointer to a constant variable. Pointer to a constant variable. Okay. Yes. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Only look at the statement number 1, 2, this one. Yes or no? Now, through this program, I just want to give you an idea that a pointer to a constant variable. There is a pointer which is pointing to a constant variable. So, this is how my syntax is. Guys, are you there with me? Are you there with me? This is the last but one program. I'm going to close with one more program. That's it. Very small one. Very small concept, but it is very important. Yes or no? Right. Right. Please do listen carefully. Very carefully. Please do listen, guys. Where is the const keyword? Is it before the asterisk or after the asterisk? Where did I place the const keyword? Is it before the asterisk or just before? Yes or no? Then what does it mean is, it is a pointer. A1 is a pointer to a constant variable. A1 is a pointer to a constant variable. So, understand? So, I cannot reassign. I cannot value to a pointer cannot be reassigned. Exactly. Understood? Now, look at this, guys. Look at this. A1 is what? A1 is pointing to a new memory location. A1 is a pointer to a new memory location. Understand? Now, what I am doing is, for this A1, I am assigning address of this A. For this A1, I am assigning this address of A. What you are going to get? I'll tell you. If you don't understand, I'll repeat. Don't worry. This is fine. Listen girls, listen boys and girls, listen boys, listen. If I change the pointer to point to some other location, it is fine. A1 is a pointer. Now it is storing the address of A. Previously it is pointing toward some new integer memory location. Yes or no? Previously in this statement. But here in this statement, what I am saying, it is a pointer. Of course, it is a constant pointer, but it is pointing to a constant variable. A pointer pointing to a constant variable. So I can reassign the reference. I can reassign it. It's not a problem. But what if I do this? A1 is a pointer. A1 is a pointer to a constant variable. If I modify, previously it is A15, A equal to 15. Yes or no? But if, as and when I change it to 2, the value 2, then it is going to give you an error. What's happened? It is going to give you an error. What error you are getting? Read only. Star A1 is, it's a pointer to a constant memory location. So you can, constant variable, so you cannot change its contents. Please do remember. Because remember the syntax very carefully. The const keyword is before the asterisk. Now I just want to show you one more thing. This is exactly reverse. What we have discussed so far. What is that? Now where did I place the constant keyword? After the star, or after the asterisk, or before? After, no? Everybody, yes. Now what does it mean is, now the meaning of this statement is, now the pointer is constant. Now the pointer is constant, not the content, not the variable, constant variable. Yes, Rahul. Exactly. Please do listen. In this statement, I have created a new memory location which is of type int. Now my A1 is pointing to that memory location. Yes or no? Now, please do listen. I am changing its values. Okay. Now I will execute. Till here I execute. There is no problem because I did not change the reference. I did not change the A1 pointer. Yes or no? Now, please look at this. Now, please look at this. What is happening in this statement? What is going to happen in this statement? Yes. Reassign the address. Exactly, Rahul. Super. Because previously A1 is pointing to some new memory location which is of type int. Now, what I'm doing, the address of A. Now I am going to assign to A1, pointer A1. As it is a pointer variable, I can 100% I can do this, right? But it won't allow. I'll execute. Please do listen. Please do look at this. That is, A1 is read only. The pointer A1 is read only. You cannot change the pointer to some other address. This is constant pointer. And what about this? Pointer to a constant variable. If I place const before the asterisk, it is a constant variable, pointer to a constant variable. If I place const after the asterisk, then it is a const pointer. Are you with me, guys? Did everybody understand this? Everybody? Yes, Shazi, Rahul, Pranay. Still anybody? Did anybody? Yes, Bhavana also. Very good, super. If I place const keyword just before the asterisk. What does it mean? What does it mean? Please type in the chat box. Const before asterisk. Pointer to a constant variable. If I place const after the asterisk, then it is a constant pointer. Then it is a constant pointer. Please do remember and register these points in your mind. Okay, so if I print this, I'll just comment this once again because it will give you an error. What is this? What is the output? What is the output? 2. And I'll get answer from you. If I uncomment this, what is the output? What is the output? Guys, I'm closing this session within 2 minutes. Please be with me. Ampersand A. Ampersand A is 50. Yeah, wait. Wait, I'll comment this. Now you please tell me. I'll comment this. Wait a second. Ampersand A. Ampersand A is 50. Akash. Address of A, no? Then what is this? Then what is this? What is this? I just uncommented this, no? Then what will you get? If I print A1, what will you get? 15? Okay. I'll execute this, right? You will understand what is going to happen. I'll execute, guys. I'll execute. What you are getting, guys? Is it 15 or address? What is the meaning of ampersand? It's an address, no? It's an address. I'll make this short and I'll keep this just beside the code. Then you'll understand what is happening. Now, is this okay? Please compare this. Ampersand is address of A, that is this, and A1 also the same address. Yes or no? Because of this operation. Because of A1 equal to ampersand A, because as I said that statement, even A also the same memory location. Yes or no? And ampersand A1 is address of A1. Understand? Address of A1. Did everybody understand that? Everybody? Yes, no? Now, I'll uncomment this. Now, what will you get now? What you are going to get? 15 now. Yes or no? Now you will be getting 15. That is, star A1 means value at that address. Value at that address. Right? Everybody? Did everybody understand this? All these 4 things, some circles we have done on ampersands and stars? Yes? Okay, fine. Fine, students. Thank you. So by this we have completed even inline and constants also. I hope everybody remember what is inline and what is constant. We have seen constant variables, constant methods, constant objects, constant pointer and pointer to a constant variable. Yes or no? We have seen many flavors of const. Yes or no? Right? I hope everybody understood this. Yes or no? Please let me know in the chat box. I am closing this. Right. Good, students. I'm going to I'm going to tomorrow, maybe Monday is the last session to complete the unit 2. Okay, Monday may be the last session. Initially, I'll start constants. I just started the activity on const. Please go through that. And you in that task, what you need to do is all the function code, all the function definitions I already given. To execute that, to execute those functions, how to declare the objects, how to create the objects to execute so and so functions to achieve the output in the prescribed manner. Okay, that is what you need to do. If you understand the class, it would be a cakewalk for you. No need to bother about that. I'll give you 10 minutes of time. I'll give you 10 minutes of time for this. Go through this. Go through this.